Welcome to another Demarcation Media action figure review. Today we have a little box, and inside this little box is a figure. And you already know what this figure is based on the title, so let's go ahead and get this box open. So if you have not heard, there is a store on AliExpress called WOULD's Toy Store. And they have been making bootleg Black Series figures. However, they have been focusing primarily on Clone Troopers and focusing on things that Hasbro themselves has not done and potentially may never do. So this right here, this right here is the Captain Rex figure, Phase 1 from WOULD's Toy Store. Do I need my knife here? I do. I saw this on one of their listings. I've been eyeing the Clone Troopers for a while, and I saw this and went, you know what? Now's as good a time as any, because I've been after a Black Series Rex for ages. They never did Phase 1. Supposedly there's a Phase 1 Rex coming soon, but now WOULD's has beat Hasbro to it yet again. And we're just going to see, is this any good? Oh, we get plenty of blasters. Look at that. Plenty of blasters. Oh, boy. First impressions, looks-wise, holy crap. Now, I'm no Black Series expert, but if you handed this guy to me and just said, hey, here's a Black Series Phase 1 Captain Rex, I would believe you, because at first glance and at first few little fiddlings and posings, he feels pretty good. So I wanted to bring in a couple other Black Series troopers. I don't have any Phase 1 troopers, but here is Fives. Height-wise, they're about the same. The plastic on the chest for Rex is definitely more matte, and then the helmet is shiny, as opposed to Fives, who has... As opposed to Fives, who has a shiny kind of hard chest plate and a flat head. I do like the shinier helmet on Rex, although I don't know that it matters too much to me, because the end result will be something more like this, because I really want to weather this Rex eventually. But this is a Ahsoka Trooper, and yeah, they look pretty good. This is the new body. I believe it matches this guy almost exactly. No, it's even a slightly different body than this one, because he's got rotation up there, which we'll look at in a minute. But in terms of comparisons, that's pretty nice. I wanted to grab the rifles. Rifles look pretty comparable too. So yeah, I mean, this guy's not going to look out of place next to other Black Series figures. So we need to talk about articulation, but we also need to talk about accessories. So let's do that first. So he's got a DC, was this DC 17? Is this DC 17, or is that the long blaster? Anyway, this is standard clone blaster. It's actually pretty straight, a little bit of bending on the barrel, but not as bad as I was expecting. These often come bent, even in normal Black Series figures. So that's not too bad. Or are these the DC 17s? Here's the pistols. I promise I've watched the Clone Wars. I just don't remember the names. These also look pretty solid. They feel pretty solid. I've heard that WOULD's Toys goes back and forth between using a soft plastic and hard plastic for the blasters. These feel a little on the harder side, which I am grateful for. And then you get one of the big blasters, which is awesome. I'm really kind of impressed that they included all of them. This one's a little bendy, but not bad. I'm impressed that they included all of them, because Rex, like, if this were a standard Black Series figure, he would only come with the pistols. I mean, that's what Fives came with, because he just uses the pistols. But since, you know, that's his iconic thing. But no, we get all of them, which is great, because Rex does know how to use all the weapons, and he does use all the weapons throughout the show. So let's go ahead and grab Rex. You do have the holsters for the pistols. These are in a softer plastic so that they can move. So we can slot those in place just like that. They actually fit quite nicely. And then I wanted to see, how does this fit in the hand? A little stiff at first, but that fits in there pretty nicely. He has trigger fingers on both hands, which is nice. And then we've got the larger blaster, which is great. And then we can just get him into a quick little shooty pose. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that actually. I'm very happy with that. That's more than Hasbro would ever give us with a single Rex figure. So props to Veils for including all of the blaster types. So because I'm not a constant Black Series collector, I don't always know what the upgrades to the bodies are. So when they say this is new body, I don't exactly know what that means. I know the body that this type uses, the 5s, and then the 332nd Trooper. I'm fairly familiar with this style. So this guy is a little different. Mainly the big one that I first noticed was that there's an actual bicep swivel instead of just an elbow swivel. There is a bit of an elbow swivel, but I don't really know why you'd need to use that at all. The arms themselves can go outward. Now the joints feel decent. They're a little softer feeling than normal Hasbro Black Series figures, but they don't feel too bad. The bicep swivel is a little loose, and there's a few slightly loose joints throughout the body. However, that's also typical of Black Series. The head can look up and down and side to side. You can get a little bit of a tilt. Now this helmet is actually removable. It's not attached to the head. It's not a painted head, but you could totally paint that up if you wanted to. The Rex helmet looks honestly fantastic. It's a bit soft, so you can squish it a little. I've seen some people have theirs come kind of mushed, but you could just heat that up with a hairdryer or some hot water and you're good to go. Print work also looks fantastic on this. The antenna is very soft material, which is a little bit annoying to me, but you can angle it down, which is great. Print all the way around the back. Honestly, very nice. Again, accuracy wise, I'm pretty sure it's good. I'm sure there are some people that will be like, there's 6 lines instead of 7 or something like that. I don't really particularly care about accuracy that much. I just am like, if it's recognizable as Rex, then I'm good with it. We have the wrists, which are standard rotation, and then as usual we have the forward and back tilt. This is a little loose, and then for this side we have the in and out, and then also rotation, so that's good. Waist is, or I guess it's more of the ab, but that can go back and forth. The legs are also standard. You can get him out to this far if you rotate it, but then you can also rotate him at the knee and get a full bend. And unlike the actual Black Series figures, this little knee bit is not attached, which means you can actually put it lower down instead of ending up with this jank, which I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Instead, we get a much nicer looking bend because this goes here. Feet, plenty of movement. These are a little on the loose side. You could easily fix that by putting in some of the floor polish. But I am actually glad that they're not super tight, because some of the Black Series clones I've gotten, they're super tight down here, and that honestly makes me worry that they're going to break. This guy, I don't feel like any of his joints are stiff enough that they're going to break. If anything, I just want to tighten up a few. So he's solid. I don't feel like you're lacking anything that you would want out of a Clone Trooper. Honestly, it feels even a little bit better than some of the clones that I have. But again, this is new body, whatever that means. Oh yeah, and the shoulder armor can be kind of rotated independently of the arm, so you can move them forward and back. Yeah, that's not bad. There's kind of a butterfly joint in there. So there is plenty of posing for you in this figure. Well, there you have it. That is the Veils Toys Captain Rex. And I have to say, I kind of want to buy some more of the Veils Toys Clone Troopers now, because they've got all kinds of stuff. They've got ARF Troopers, they've got battalions that Hasbro hasn't made and probably never will make, and the quality of this feels pretty good. Like I said, some of the joints feel a little softer, some of them are a little loose, but I don't feel like any of them are so loose that I would be upset if I couldn't tighten them. And there is a slight strange smell that comes from this. I have experienced this before from other stuff bought from China where it's like the plastic hasn't fully off-gassed or whatever. I do know that there's a video out there where this dude tested the paint for lead and it came out completely clean, so you're safe there. And I am very much looking forward to seeing this dude weathered because, like I said, finding Black Series in stores, especially Clone Troopers, is difficult. I can find the Acolyte Black Series in most Walmarts. Do I want to buy those? Heck no. Do I want to buy the Rex and the other Clone Troopers that release? Yes. I only have really ever found this guy in stores. I got him and Jesse, and that's the only real Clone Troopers that I found in stores. Everything else just sells out too fast. So this is a great option. This guy retails for about $25. All told, with shipping and everything, he came out to about $29. And with how good the paintwork is, I'm decently happy with that, to be honest, because like that's basically what you'd pay for a Black Series figure in stores. But especially when it comes to Rex, I mean, like buying a Rex online is over $100 right now, and this is such a great option that $29 feels pretty nice to me. Detail wise, great. Accuracy wise, again, don't know if it's 100% accurate. This is a kind of live action based Rex. I'm assuming it would be kind of based on the Ahsoka show. So I don't know, you could probably compare the two and maybe find some discrepancies there. But I'm just looking at it here like this and I'm going, yep, that's Rex. That's the Rex I remember. And now I get to pose him and get him in photos and have him on my shelf with the other clones. So I'm very happy with this. I will leave the link to Vale's Toy Store and the Clone Troopers they've got over there in the description and the pinned comment. And I highly recommend you guys go check them out if you are Clone Trooper fans. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.